The world was on the brink of an unimaginable catastrophe. Whispers of a great impending doom spread like wildfire across towns and cities, from the smallest villages to the largest metropolises. Among these whispers, one name echoed louder than any other: Gog and Magog. Ancient texts and prophecies spoke of these destructive entities, often described as two powerful nations or supernatural beings destined to bring about the end of the world. In a remote desert outpost, a group of scholars and archaeologists had stumbled upon a hidden library that contained texts dating back thousands of years. As they pored over the fragile manuscripts, they uncovered startling details about the legend. According to the texts, Gog and Magog were imprisoned behind a massive iron gate built by a legendary king, a gate that would only open when humanity had reached its darkest hour. Dr. Sarah Albright, a leading archaeologist, was skeptical but intrigued. Despite the risk of being ridiculed by her peers, she led an expedition to the site described in the texts. It took weeks of grueling labor, but they finally unearthed a colossal iron gate buried beneath the sands. The moment the gate was fully exposed, the earth trembled. In distant cities, world leaders received reports of natural disasters escalating in frequency and severity. As Dr. Albright's team studied the inscriptions on the gate, they realized it was a countdown clock, and the time was almost up. Meanwhile, in the corridors of power, governments scrambled to make sense of the unfolding chaos. Ancient prophecies were dismissed as superstition, but the mounting evidence was hard to ignore. Satellite imagery revealed unprecedented patterns of movement in areas believed to be deserted. Dr. Albright decoded the final message on the gate. Gog and Magog were not nations or beings but catastrophic forces of nature unleashed by humanity's hubris. As leaders gathered for an emergency summit, Dr. Albright delivered her findings, urging immediate global action to mitigate the environmental damage humanity had wrought. But it was too late. The gate shattered, unleashing a series of devastating earthquakes and tsunamis. The world was plunged into chaos. However, amid the disaster, a sliver of hope remained. The texts hinted at a way to restore balance, a unity of all people to heal the world. Dr. Albright and her team embarked on a new mission, this time to rally humanity to work together and confront the apocalypse they had inadvertently set in motion.